Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, there is plenty to digest tonight on the high school docket, but let's start with the crowning of a new state champion at the 8th grade level. Winchester gets it done tonight, beating Brimfield and doing it very dramatically tonight, 47-39. Annika Kaufman, the daughter of IHSA legend Andy Kaufman out of Jacksonville with 28 points, and mind you, she's playing 6-minute quarters to make that happen. Winchester, your new state titleist, our congratulations to those young ladies and to the Southeastern 8th graders as well, who end their season with a victory in the third place game tonight as they end up knocking off Bartonville Monroe. 39-32 was your final there. Let's go to the high school docket. Always interesting when Macomb and Zach Keene return to Carthage tonight. Illini West, though, made the subplots more interesting than the game. It starts with Josie Finch from the outside serving notice with the three that this thing wasn't going to be close, and it wasn't. Look at Miss Shelby White. Couldn't be more wide open right here. Great feed, great finish for her. It's a 13-5 lead in favor of the Chargers. More to come in this game. Aubrey Carlisle on the run. She had a big game tonight with 14 points. Pretty finish at the other end. Macomb fighting to find some kind of traction in this game. Kayla Mabry with a nice bucket right here. Just too much of Michaela Gronwald. She went like a monster in this game late in this one. Nice attack of the rack coming up right here. Even better one to come up after that as she scored 4 of her 18 points on back-to-back possessions. All Illini West in this ball game tonight, winning by the final count in this one of 59-32. Check out that bucket by Michaela as well. Good stuff there as well. Unity and Canton going at it. Canton trying to rally back down 12 with 3 minutes left to play. Nice bucket. Great pass from Brittany Bearhorse to Allison Phillips. And then Olivia Jarvis doing some nice work right here to try to cut that lead down to 8. Unity would have answers, though, and kind of thwart the comeback in this game. Jordan Hildebrand cleans up the offensive board right here, and the easy putback for her. Story of this game, though, Kaylee Kuhn. What a monster night for her. 32 points, new career high, and 9 steals as Unity wins going away. 66-52, your final there. Quincy High School at the venerable Wharton Fieldhouse tonight, taking on Moline. And away we go with this one. Reagan Wellman going to have a night. Great pass right there from Casey Kelly. She knocks that down for 3 of her 14 points on the night. Then we reverse polarity for the Blue Devils, as it would be Casey Kelly getting the assist and knocking down the 3. Early 13-7 lead for the Blue Devils. Unfortunately, the upset bid fails as they end up losing this one by the final count of 50-38. Elsewhere in the docket in Missouri tonight, Clopton, too much for Mark Twain. Louisiana felled by Winfield, and a big night for Macon and Katie Clapp as they beat Putnam County. More from Illinois now. Pittsfield Pleasant Hill loses to Brussels. Carrollton, way too much for Grigsville Perry, and a nice win tonight for Central Southeastern over West Hancock. On the boys' side, we take you back to Mendon tonight. Logan Brown back for Canton. Good sign to see him healthy. Story in this game, that fella, Gabe McKenzie, on fire from start to finish. Now, early on, Unity would answer the flourish, at least on the first possession, as Mr. Donley going to light up here with a 3 and knock that down. But Canton just takes over the first quarter and would not relinquish the lead. A stranglehold, if you will. Cameron Durst to Gabe McKenzie, who lets fire, and then we would reverse polarity on this one. Durst, the bucket, the Band-Aid, the pretty finish. Welcome to Dursty Thursday, everybody, as Cameron Durst gets it done right there. More from Durst from the wing. Beautiful shot from him. Story in this game, though, Gabe McKenzie doing Gabe McKenzie things. He had 7 steals, one of them here, and look at the finish from the big fella right here. 38 points tonight. Ridiculous stuff. Canton in a blowout over Unity. 50-38, or excuse me, 80-50 was your final in that ball game. Meanwhile, at the Illinois College Shootout tonight, Illini West in a big spot early, trying to come back on Auburn. Nolan Ard with the art of the hesitation dribble. Again, trailing by 6 early in this game. More Nolan Ard, the mid-range jumper, cutting that lead back down to 4 at that point. Still, it seemed like Illini West would trail this game from start to finish. Colton Mellinger knocking down a 3. Every time they made a little progress, did the Chargers, Auburn would answer right back. But eventually, you know what? The stick-to-itiveness works. Braden Bennett with a nice bucket right here off the transition. More from Bennett from the outside, knocking down a 3. It took to overtime, but Illini West finally does grab the lead and the win tonight. Good for the Chargers in the Illinois College Shootout, winning an OT. 75-71 was your final there. Earlier in the night over at Illinois College, Rushville Industry, too much for Route, winning by a 55-37 count. We've got wrestling to talk about tonight. Keokuk felled by Washington. Not a lot of bright spots for the Chiefs, but at 152 pounds, Tyler biting with a nice night as he gets the win by pinfall. Also, Fort Madison and a big tune-up for their tournament coming up on Saturday. Beats West Hancock 48-33. That's nothing to sneeze at. Also, Pittsfield tonight in quad action down at Beardstown. The host team beating Pittsfield 54-24. Pittsfield also losing to Macomb, who's wrestling really well right now. Pittsfield does bounce back and shut out Sacred Heart Griffin. Cook, Gwartney, and Noble all go 3-0 on the day for the Saukeys. And finally, in women's college basketball tonight, Culver Stockton by 20 over Greenville. Chelsea Stanley with 19 points. The Pride of Keokuk to lead the way there. We continue with the football awards coming up tomorrow, our last of the smaller big awards, if you will, as we reward the Illinois Boys Offensive Player of the Year coming up on Saturday on Overtime. It's your Football Coach of the Year, and on Sunday we blow out the show to introduce you to our biggest award winner of all, your 2014 KHQA Football Player of the Year.
And speaking of awards, don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I see Gabe McKenzie making his case early on in the year.
It's going to be really tough between him, Johnny Dahl, Miles Wensine. Those are three outliers, and you still got Austin Richmiller out there as well. It's going to be a tough year to pick a POI in basketball. Too soon.
It'll be fun, though.
It
Same
will.
time. Back after this.